Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Tales of Arise. Last episode, we finished up everything we could in the main game, including finishing up fishing and completing the final side quests, including defeating the Avatar of Wind, getting us up to level 62, as well as doing a couple side quests about going around the world, talking to all of our friends, and going to a bathhouse. All we have left to do is some arena fights, but we're going to hold off on doing those until the post-game when we can get high enough level to beat them all. And so, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and finish the game. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So we're going to keep my elemental defense up here. I don't think it really matters. I do think we're a little bit over-leveled for this final boss, but either way, let's go ahead and use our SP while we can. I do want to go ahead and grab... I don't really know. Increased down damage will be fine for Shionne. Let's grab increased boost strike, increased weak point. For Rinwell, let's grab increased weak point and mid-air evasion. For Dohalim, let's go ahead and grab increased rod extension critical, increased rod extension critical rate and damage. And then let's just grab this Demon's Lance to get a plus 40 elemental attack. For Law, let's go ahead and pick up increased counter attack, easier over limit, strengthened counter edge for a 30 elemental defense. For Kisara, let's just go ahead and pick up strengthened counter edge. And there we go. Unfortunately, Kisara and Law still need leg strike proficiency and power strike proficiency. I just want to give you guys an idea. If we go to my arts and we go to Sword Rain Alpha, which I've been using since the beginning of the game, that is only a 2,000 count and a 14,000 count for Double Demon Fang. I believe it's based off how many times you hit with it. But on top of that, we don't even have the skill. I don't know how to get it. I'm sure I could get it pretty easily, but I'll see if I can get it for the post game. But with all that done, guys, let's go ahead and head on into the final boss.
A dead end, huh?
Why don't we just use this?
Wait!
Jeez! Don't scare me like that! What, is there something wrong with it?
No, it's not that. It's just... this is it. Whatever it is, we're about to find out.
It's the moment of truth. There's no turning back now till we've won. Either we get through this, or we vanish along with the rest of the world as we know it. Is everyone ready?
We've come this far. I'm not about to turn tail now. I say we knock this thing out and head back home.
It's time to relegate the past to where it belongs. It's been a long journey getting here, but it ends now.
No, this isn't the end. Once we've overthrown the old order, there's still the task of creating a new world.
A world without divisions, where no one cares whether you're Dahna or Rena, or if you have magic or not. You're right. We have to win this.
Let's get going then. After all, our future awaits.
Our future. One free of tyranny and exploitation. For the freedom to live with those we hold dear. And for a new era. Let's go!
Once you proceed past this point, there's no turning back. Let's go ahead and touch the astral stream and proceed onward.
Are we on that giant flower?
We're finally here then.
But then, where is the core of the Great Spirit? Or the Renaissance, for that matter?
According to Hevrek 35, this should be where we find the core.
Rinwell, do you sense anything?
This is definitely where the energy of the Great Spirit is strongest, but what's giving off the most energy is the flower we're standing on.
That said, we're not gonna be able to destroy something this huge. You want me to hit it and see what happens?
Hey, look!
The Renaissance!
Is that light Dahna's astral energy? But why?
What?
Stay sharp! Something's coming!
What is this?
It wants us gone. It has so much anger. All of its fear has evolved into hatred.
So then, you're saying that this is the Great Spirit's core?
And in order to fight us, it's taken on this form?
My thorns. I feel them whirling inside me. They're getting restless. I'm certain of it. This is the source of my thorns, and of my visions. This is the darkness that will consume all existence.
What do we do now? The Renaissance is inside that thing, and I don't think we'll win this fight without it.
We have to get it back. We will find a way somehow.
Agreed. And now that it has a physical form, cutting through it's what we'll do.
Great Spirit, we understand you want to live. You've made that very clear. However, if you're planning on destroying everything, then first, you'll have to get through us. Everyone, let's go!
Here we go.
Energy for you to
The fight with the Great Astral Spirit. It is only level 58. I say only level 58, but we are a little bit higher level than it. And it is weak to holy damage. So, Rinwell, let's go ahead and do the thing where... Nope. Where we only let her do light damage. Yeah, okay, so that makes a little bit of sense. So this little sunburst thing is light damage. So let's go ahead and make sure we take everything off that is not holy damage. That way she can maximize her damage potential. And I think that... Actually, Meteor Storm might count. Yeah, combines Burning Strike and Divine Saber, so that in fact does count. So I'll make sure to put that on. There we go. All right, Great Astral Spirit. Let's do it. Good thing Ooh, actually, I just got new art. I have an aerial art called... Where is it? I just got a holy one, didn't I? Did I not pick that up? Is it not Soaring Light Spear? No way. I could have sworn I just picked up a new art. That's so upsetting. I guess I didn't, because obviously it's not there. Use a burning strike. I don't think this guy's gonna have like any cool things here. I think we just hit him with as much holy damage as we can and win. I don't think we need to worry about Kisara or Law or anything else. So we'll just use them as we get them. I will, per usual, hold off on Rinwell and Shionne, just in case we get a, ooh, owie. Let me go. Just in case it does try to cast a spell, or for whatever reason grows wings and takes to the sky. Ow. No, not really. I'm actually fine, Rinwell. Hello? Is he just doing a laser beam attack? Well, if that was him, it wasn't a laser beam, but it was an explosion. I can't tell if this is an enemy attack. I'm just gonna keep standing here and dealing damage, though. Not what I meant to use. Whoops. Wow, I got really lucky. He just got out of his overcharge. I meant to use Law there. There we go. He goes back to being enraged. He doesn't have any other spots I can target, so he doesn't have a weak point. You're fine, Alphen. Stop saying you don't feel so good. He's not doing anything to you. He bleeds, so he can die. Oh, that's fun. Rinwell, you want to cancel that out? Okay.
Is this a Lord's handiwork?
So these are just the cores. Interesting. Well, it does suck a little bit because Rinwell can't use anything else. We actually might not even have to kill these things. But I'm going to do it anyways. Ow. This is a wind one, right? Yes, it is. So Eternal Devastation is going to tear through this one. These guys count as flying. No. I had hopes. Come on. Alphen, what are you doing? For whatever reason, he just wasn't hitting the target there. He was just going right past it. You have to, like... Because this guy's so small, you have to roll away and then come back in. Okay, there's our strike. Alright, we have just a basic fire one. Shouldn't be too difficult. Fortunately, we got rid of all the ones I really have an advantage on. Well, I guess the earth one I can do some damage to. Which one is this? This is earth. Perfect. Come here. Come here, you. And then we just start using our void flashes. And then... Ow. Just go ahead and use my ability here. I'm about to be paralyzed anyways. Ow. Go Halim. Go Halim. Go Halim. I just want to kill this guy. We'll just use our basic Mystic Art here. I need Shionne to heal me. Okay. And we still have the light one left. Ooh, boy. Why did I dodge roll into it? Thank you for the healing. Okay, there we go. All we got left is the Great Astral Spirit now. I don't know if that actually did anything, us killing the little astral cores there. But, at the very least, they were a nuisance. Ow. Ow. Unstun me. Let me in there. Let me in there. Went for another one of the explosions, but that is the Great Astral Spirit.
Consider yourself finished.
After all that, it's still standing. Just how strong is this thing?
It doesn't matter. You just have to keep kicking its ass until it bites the dust.
The Great Spirits!
Damn, must have been conserving its energy for an escape.
That bastard took off with the Renaissance!
We can't stand here and wait for it to come back. We'll have to follow it through there.
You're right. I don't like it, but we've got no choice.
Yeah. No matter what, we can't let it get away.
All right, let's go.
I'm surprised we can stand here at all. What in the hell is this place?
Beats me. I've never seen anything like it. More importantly, where's the Great Spirit?
Look! Over there!
What in the world? It's changing shape?
Oh, this is bad. It looks like it's regaining all of its energy. It's going to grow even bigger than before.
Damn it. Come on, we've got to find a way to...
Watch out! Something's heading our way!
Guess they're here to try to stop us. There's so many of them.
That means we've got it running scared. Let's take these out and keep moving!
Get out of our
Here we
way
go. Some fights with the astral enemies. Nothing new here, and we are much stronger than the last time we fought them.
Whatever it is,
So,
time that we don't have.
let's go ahead and just get rid of the big guys first. Unfortunately, they just have so much health. I've talked about it before. Doesn't really matter how much more damage we have or how much more health they have,
Strong, everyone, and stand your ground.
or how much more health we have, or how much more damage we do. These guys just are... They have so much HP. We are over 10 levels higher than them, and we are still just barely chugging along trying to get some damage off on them. It almost feels like the only reason to level up is to have more HP. Because the damage you do, just like, it feels so little, especially when you're not just exploiting weaknesses. Ow, let me out. Like, we're 10 levels over these guys, and we are almost dead. There's not a world where that should be the case. And yes, we can say it's skill issue. We're 10 levels higher. we shouldn't... Skill shouldn't be involved when you're 10 levels higher. You should just be cleaving through them. Alright. I'm just gonna use Alphen again. This makes me worried we're just gonna have to fight all the enemies we already fought again. So the four-armed guys, the dragon, the chameleon, the wolf. It's gonna be a really long boss fight here. It's not even a real boss either. I probably won't use my boost attack yet. I'll just use like all of it on the other guy. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Yes, there we go. And then over to this. Wow, this one actually is almost dead. My teammates must have just been focusing this guy the whole time. Yes, that's why you level up. I guess your three other teammates who aren't targeting the same thing as you just destroy.
Brace yourselves! We're going to crash!
We caught up to it.
Hold on. Why did it stop absorbing the energy from Dahna?
Like it or not, it lacks the means to do so whilst fighting us. We've become the bigger threat and forced its hand.
All right then. Let's get to work so we can take back the Renaissance.
All right, the subsumer. You can see it has multiple weak points. However, you can only target one at a time. I cannot target anything else. So, it is still weak to holy damage. Please land. Good stuff. Unfortunately, most of Alphen's attacks are not aerial attacks, so he only really has one aerial attack that's going to do a good amount of damage to this hand. Law, get in here. Kisara. Blah, 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 magic. Yeah, keep your holy lances going, Rinwell. You are going to be a huge help in this fight. Ow. Dohalim. Oh, wow. So the enemy, the AI's hit. Oh, use Law and Rinwell. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Those two from here on out. There we go. On to hand number 2. You can see that was right when we hit that first little note of HP.
I don't like the look of this.
I'm guessing the next one will probably be Kisara and Dohalim. Use Alphen. He kind of just stands here too. I don't know if he's charging up an attack or what, but I'm just not giving him a chance to do anything. Okay, there's Dohalim and Kisara.
Begins here.
Next up, we have the chest. Let me guess. Shionne and Alphen for this one. And the last one will probably be everybody. Because friendship and powers of friendship. And that's RPGs, baby. The power of friendship. Honestly, use Shionne. I don't think he's going to be doing anything else. I'll hold off on Rinwell just per usual, just in case. Oh, well, it got a Mystic Art off. Black hole. Nothing I can really do about that, unfortunately. Ow. 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 Do I die here? No. Well, there we go. Now I do. Help me. Shionne. I won't leave if you get me up, but I'm pretty sure I need to be up before we get this break here, because I don't think I can do anything about him. Nope, never mind. Shionne and Alphen are for sure going to be the, they will be the last one, but got to get him down to 0 HP first. Use Law. Use Alphen. Use Shionne. Use Rinwell. And Law, how we feeling? You want to get your ability back up? This is honestly like a cakewalk. This is a victory lap. Oh no, Mystic Art. My whole team survived your last Mystic Art, man. Except for me. But there we go. Shionne and Alphen.
Yeah! We're both fine. We're going to start the ceremony now, before it can recover. Shionne.
Yeah.
I've returned, just as I told you I would.
Hurry! The Great Spirit is reviving itself!
Shionne! Absorbing the Great Spirit!
Apologies. I can't suppress it for very long.
Hand it over right now. You plan to use this to defeat the Great Spirit. Which is precisely why I'm here. Stand aside and watch. So then you know how to destroy the Great Spirit. Just as well as you and your sorry lot. The Great Spirit that tried to control me will be annihilated. I won't let you do that! Yet do it I shall. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. You bastard! I shall fulfill my duty as a ruler. With this power, I'll bury that woman and the Great Spirit. Then this charade will finally end. Save everyone. And Shionne!
Here we go. Hope you've been playing as Alphen, because if you haven't, this is gonna be a hard fight. This is a fight against Volron by yourself. It can be tough, and you can't revive yourself, so make sure you use items and keep yourself alive. I don't think he has any way to self-heal, so kind of just go crazy here and hope for the best. But the good news is I think he gets his boost strike back, or his boost attack back really quickly. We do want to be a little bit careful, like I said. Want to make sure our HP doesn't drop to 0. Well, that sucks. Okay, let me just quickly use a peach gel. Peach gel, thank you.
You're right.
Start dodging, Alphen! Alphen! We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Peach gel again.
There are things in this world, in the here and now, that are worth
Ow. I don't want to lose. That'd be embarrassing. But I might. I need to use, like, a lemon gel. And it sucks because I don't like to use my gel items. But I guess this is the time, right? We're fighting it by ourselves. Oh no, he's going enraged. Good thing I still have this ability. Pretty sure you have to kill him right here. I'm pretty sure if I... Well. That's embarrassing. I thought his Mystic Art was like, oh, you gotta finish him now or you lose. So I was like, okay, let me just use literally everything. Nope. Didn't matter. I was dead no matter what. Keep getting my stuns in. Use Alphen's ability again. Maybe I can use less gels this time since I'm not going to drain all my HP in the first 2 seconds of the fight. Can I cancel him out of this? Nope. Oh, I can't. Yeah, because that's Final Embrace. Cast it again. Oh, well. Where'd you go? Oh, barely landed that one.
die in his own
Double
eyes.
Demon Fang.
You're right.
You know I love me some double Demon Fangs.
Wonder why I was still alive after so long. But there are things
Dodge. I know that attack now, Volron. I just noticed he's using all the elements. I guess he is currently holding the Renasalma. So I guess he can just do that. Because he uses ice, which is his natural one. But he also just used lightning, and he used a dark beam. Ow! Well, this could be bad. This could be really bad. Lemon gel. Dodge. No! I'm up at one. Lemon gel. It's because I was paralyzed. I couldn't do anything. Double Demon Fang.
you control others to keep from being controlled, but that's a path of never-ending hatred. Don't you understand? It can only end in destruction. The only way to avoid it is with forgiveness! The words of a coward. Your weakness disgusts me. You're wrong. It takes true power to forgive! I have no use for forgiveness. The strong shall always triumph here.
There we go, the final half. You're invincible here. You cannot die. And your attacks are all flaming sword attacks. So, don't be afraid. I'm frozen, so there's literally nothing I can do right now. And of course I'm paralyzed. And all of your attacks are your actual attacks here. So like Infernal Torrent, we haven't used that in a while. Explosive Ring is another one. Explosive Ring's cool. If we want to see Incineration Wave, we can. And because you don't have to worry about dying, you can see my HP is full. I actually don't think you can do a charge attack. Like, I don't think my Rending Flash is going to be charged because there's nothing to charge. Let's get him to cut that out. Explosive Ring is so cool, and I've never used it. You don't see, you have infinite boost strike. This is essentially just a win the fight. Oh no. Hey, get back here. Got that out. You quite literally are not going to win. Oh no, his Mystic Art. Finis Aeternum. I'm invincible. I'm invincible, loser. You can't do anything.
The blazing sword.
The blazing sword.
You are the last obstacle impeding my progress. Die! That's my line! I'll show you the limits of your solitude! What you've done is evil. There's no denying that. I know you didn't walk your path out of weakness, but merely from misguided strength. Misguided because you were alone. Because you had no friends to keep you on the straight and narrow. No one to use all that strength for, other than yourself. That loneliness could make a monster out of anyone. Out of me. I understand. And I forgive you, Volron. I don't need your victor's pity. You can choke on your vain forgiveness. Don't! You wish to save this world? To make your selfish dreams into reality? If you choose to walk that path, you choose a path of betrayal, despair, and corruption. And in the darkness at the end, I'll be waiting for you! Full run! I'm sorry. The Renaissance is...
Yes. But you still possess the blazing sword. It may not be quite as strong as the Renaissance, but nonetheless...
I can't. I would never. It would kill you!
My thorns, they're... Soon the great astral spirit will break free. And when that happens, no one will be spared. But there's still time. You can still destroy the thorns. And me with them.
But that's exactly what we've been fighting to prevent. I promised I would find a way to save you.
You did. I know. But I don't want you to die either. So please, don't let me be the end of the world.
That's it. Look! The path Dahna's energy flowed through is still open. We can use it to call out to Dahna's will!
Alphen, what are you saying?
Don't you remember? Rinwell said there was a little bit of Dahna's will inside all of us. If there is a way everyone can come together to form Dahna's will, then maybe we can ask for it to help us, to find us a way out of this.
Are you really saying that if all of Dahna thinks of saving us, it will become the will of the planet itself? That's madness.
Maybe so, but it's the only way we can save you. And the only way to save Rena, too.
To save Rena?
That's right. Rena's will never had evil intent. If we're saving everyone, that includes them. I don't want to live in a world without you, Shionne. And I'm tired of living a life built on death.
Alphen, I'm with you.
Collective will of Dahna, hear my plea! I want to save Shionne! And I want to save Rena too! I want to end this cycle of one joy, constantly being sacrificed for another's pain! So please, grant us your strength!
き日が流れてもあなたとならば人はそれぞれ背負うものが測れこの星に生まれた意味を知る強く生きるため弱さを隠して恐れずに痛みから始まる続いてく物語に私はいるのかね届かないこの願いに少しだけでいいから聞こえてよ触れたいよ信じるよ記憶をめぐって
There we go. This has been Tales of Arise. Now, if I know anything about these kind of cutscenes, there's probably going to be a scene between this one and the final credits. So I'll talk while I can. We can talk about what I like real quick. I think the story's really good. I think the characters are okay. I don't think they're bad. I think the voice acting is fantastic. You guys know I love the voice actor who plays Alphen. He voices my favorite character in one of my favorite game series of all time. I think all the voice actors are, I mean, it's Bryce Papenbrook. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough to not say that all of them aren't insane. What I'm very curious about is it's not naming their English voice actors right now, which is a little odd. I guess that'll be in the final credit scene. But I think the voice acting was great. I actually think the side quests weren't terrible. Most of them were just go fight Zoogle or go find materials, which isn't bad in an RPG, especially because a lot of them had you fight, like, the giant Zoogles, which is it's an incentive to go fight them other than just the increase to CP. So I think that was at least nice. You also, instead of just getting XP or money from it, like you would in typical RPGs, you got SP. And you could say SP is a type of money, or a type of XP, but it's very hard to come by. I think most of my SP in this game actually came from completing the side quests. When you would get 400 to 600 SP per side quest, that's like 100-ish fights, especially early in the game. So it is really, really nice that they gave you pretty good rewards. I think the story was really solid. I still do have a couple questions that maybe answered and I just missed it. So just like, why did they have to change the Lord so often? Like, what was the actual point of that? I understand that the Lord itself, once they won, would end up going back to Rena and becoming like those little capsules. But like, why would they do that? What was the purpose of them becoming the like capsule Zoogle things? And again, why'd they have to change every 7 years? Couldn't they just keep the same people in power till they died and then bring somebody else in new? If the entire purpose was just to harvest astral energy, you don't necessarily need a new person all the time. But again, I might have just missed that. Yeah, I mean, like, when it's an RPG, there's only so many things, you know? And I don't think... This game came out in 2021, I believe. So it's not like anything revolutionary. But I think it was really solid for what it was. And look at that. Is that Rena? Or is that Dahna? Dude, I never know. I never know anymore.
Let's go!
I mean, that looks like Rena to me. So, just finishing up what I was saying, I do think the game is really good. I don't think there was anything revolutionary in it. But again, it came out in 2021, so maybe some of these things were revolutionary for the time. I just personally didn't think so. So, let's move on to things I don't like. It's actually a very short list. However, I hold this very high. For me, whenever I'm playing RPGs, there's a couple things I look for. The first is a class system or a skill tree of some kind. I personally prefer class systems over skill trees. I like whenever you can change a character's class and they get skills through their class that can then either be transferred over or you can combine them. Things like Dragon Quest, a lot of the games we've played on this channel have class systems. If they don't have a class system, I need them to have a skill tree of some kind. Typically what I mean by a skill tree is you start with skill number 1, then you can go to skill 2 and 3, and then from 2 you go to 4, 5, from 6 you go to 7, 8, that kind of thing, like an actual tree. It's not a necessity. One of my favorite games of all time is both Kingdom Hearts and the Trails series, and either have skill trees or class systems. I think there are ways to get through it. The other thing I look for, other than is I look for story and characters. I typically group those together because I think that's just the creative aspect of the game. You can have good story, you can have bad characters, you can have bad story, you can have good characters, but for me, I look for both good characters and good stories. If either one is lacking, I kind of pull them both down a little bit. This third thing I really look for, I don't really care about side quests that much, it's an RPG, is combat. And unfortunately, two of those three things weren't really my favorite. Do I think the skill tree in this game was bad? No. I actually really liked the ability to unlock different titles for your characters. However, I wish those titles had other things than just names. Such as, I wish a character could have had 4 skill trees. Let's just say 4 is a magic number. And in that skill tree, you might have, let's say you look at Rinwell. She's a really good one. You have 4 skill trees, one for light damage, one for light spells, one for wind spells, one for water spells, one for fire spells. Those are all the spells she had. You could do the same with Dohalim, one being for rod extension, one being for magic damage, one being for healing, one being for earth damage. You know, you could do that. And you unlock those titles as you do specific things in the game. And then within those classes or those skill trees, you would have upgrading to spells, doing things like that. I think the passives are cool, but I think those passives could have been thrown into a skill tree. For that reason, I just don't hold it as high, because that's just what I would have liked to see. Other thing that goes along, well, we'll hold the next thing for a second. Actually, we'll leave the worst thing for last. The other thing is, I wish there would have been more to do with the actual elemental cores and lords. Same with the avatars. Like, there's an entire fire system in this game. You have a weapon based on fire. You have a core based on fire. You have a lord who controls fire. And you have an avatar of fire. On top of that, you have a character who predominantly uses fire. Why did I never get anything during the game that improved that fire, right? Like, yes, we got the flaming sword. Maybe fire's not the best case scenario. But then we defeated Balsef and we got nothing new for Alphen. And then we got we defeated the fire avatar and we got nothing new for Alphen. Other than completion, there was no point in defeating any of those avatars. I would have liked an ultimate attack or a weapon based on that element, right? It's very clear for the most part who uses what element the most. And if it isn't, they could have easily assigned that. Give Shionne darkness. She deserves it. She has thorns. There is no Lord of Darkness, but you could have had something to represent darkness. Maybe when we first got to Rena, she would have got her special ability or special weapon. Rinwell kind of controls all of them, but I would say Rinwell's more light. Then you have somebody like Dohalim, who's more earth. You could then make, you know, Kisara more water, and you could make Rinwell more wind, or the other way around, right? Like, you could have done that, and it could have made it more rewarding, so that way when you defeat these bosses, Rinwell gets her best weapon, or the second best weapon, because that's typically how it is, a really good weapon that has insane wind damage or insane light damage. It just, like, I was missing that upgrade that I felt like I should have gotten from not only acquiring the Master Cores, because other than story purposes, the Master Cores serve no purpose, and I get it. Alphen can use it because he's a sovereign, and Shionne can use it because she's a maiden, but that doesn't mean they couldn't have found a way to channel the power to their friends. Like, they could have easily made one of them an elemental master, I guess is the best way to say it. They do it in other games. Another game that, like, is what I consider very similar to this game in terms of combat is the Mana games. While the Mana doesn't necessarily do that exact thing, they let their characters channel the elements to change their abilities, skills, spells, that kind of stuff. They could have found something very similar in this game. I know it's made by different people, but that's just the thing I wanted. Like, I wanted to defeat the fire elemental, Alphen absorb it into his sword and get a cool fire sword. I wanted to defeat the wind elemental and Rinwell absorb it into her book and get a cool book and a cool ultimate technique. But instead to get the ultimate techniques, you just had to rest with your friends 5 times at a campsite as the story progressed, with literally no other reason than that. And then the AI doesn't even use those cool mystic arts 90% of the time. And to get the new ones is even harder, and I didn't see them use the new one except for Dolahim using it 1 time. That's my complaint there. I just wish I know that's a very common complaint. I've read online that there's a lot of people who think that the elemental system wasn't handled great in this game, and they should have leaned more into it, leaned more into the lores, leaned more into the elemental cores, the weapons, that kind of stuff. I get it. I'm just saying things other people have said. My final thing and the biggest thing is the combat. There's people who love this combat. I know there is. I have friends who love this combat. One of my friends who watches all my videos, he loves this kind of combat. His wife, his partner, loves this kind of combat. I don't. And it really makes the fighting in this game just drag on and on and on. And I like action RPGs. If you see me play Trails, I like the new combat systems in Trails where they have that RPG or the combat system. Things like Dragon Quest VII Remake and Rebirth. Yes, it's kind of like a pseudo turn-based in real-time combat, but I like that kind of combat. I want to see if I can pause this if we go into a cutscene, because I do not want to stop talking about the combat. We might just get a little picture here. They get married. Yay. Happily ever after. They're married, I think. They're together. They're a partner. They're three partners. Yay. But the combat just doesn't click for me. I said it in episode 1. I said it the first time I tried filming this series, which is actually one of the reasons I stopped filming this series, other than the fact that a new game came out. I stopped playing just because I could not get into the combat. I stopped playing the first time I played this game because I couldn't get into combat. Every other Tales game I've tried playing, I stopped because of the combat. It just doesn't feel intuitive enough, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I know you can turn it on manual mode, but the problem with manual mode is the enemies move so quickly and so fast away from you that 90% of the time you're going to be missing your attacks. And sure, I've said it a lot during this playthrough. We can say it's a skill issue, I get it. I've played other action RPGs that I really like. I've played other action RPGs on this channel that I'm fairly good at. None of those really bothered me the way this one bothers me. It pulls you out of the world. It has no reason to pull you out of the world. This game came out in 2021. There were plenty of RPGs that came out before and after this that does not pull you out of the world. You will start a fight. When you run into enemies, the fight will begin. They could have, and I know part of it is also so they could throw more enemies at you in like a crowded hallway. They don't have to do that either. You want them, and like 90% of the time you'd see the enemies on the field anyways, just if they're following you, you'll fight more. There's no reason to not throw a circle down around you immediately. Pull out your weapon, it switches to combat, you get into it. I hold it to such a high standard because this game came out in times where people are already doing that, and that is such an old Tales thing that it bothers me. So because the combat's just not intuitive enough, I don't like the art system. I think it's fine. I've actually played a similar game and I have a very similar complaint. It's the Star Ocean series. The Star Ocean series uses a very similar concept to the arts system. You have your basic attacks, but then pretty much everything else you do requires you to use your arts gauge, and you have to wait for your arts gauge to recharge. At the end game, it doesn't really matter. You have 10 arts. You can just kind of spam whatever you want. You barely have to rest to get it to recover. But especially early game, when you have 3 arts points and you can really only cast 2 arts back to back, and then you only get a 3-hit combo before you have to stop, it just is very punishing, and it's very annoying early game. I did get used to the combat. I think I got relatively decent at the combat. I did not ever change the level difficulty, and I only ever grinded twice, both of which were in-game, and honestly, one of those times I wouldn't even consider grinding. I leveled up 1 time. The other time I got like 6 levels. So I did figure out the game. I figured out the combat. It just still, even at the end, even during that final fight, it was like there were certain things that just still bother me about the combat. I just don't think I'll ever get over it, unfortunately. Maybe the next Tales game in the series, because this is technically the newest Tales. You know, we've had the remakes and the remasters come out, but really they're just like HD remasters of games. Maybe the next Tales games fixes that problem. I never think they'll get rid of the arts gauge, even though I do think it's a very old thing. As far as I'm aware, it's been in the game since the very beginning. I don't think they'll ever fix that. But at the very least, I hope they fix the fact that you have to get pulled into a combat instead of immediately starting combat. It feels like Final Fantasy 13, which I played last year and is a members-only series. It should not feel like Final Fantasy 13 that came out in 2011. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I think the game really was good. But, you know, when so much of the game is based off that gameplay feel, and that gameplay feel is a combat you just don't really enjoy. Like, I hate to say it, but I enjoyed the combat in... I think I've played 2 other action RPGs on this channel. Like, full action RPGs. One of them was... I don't even remember the name of it. Lost Soul Aside. And then the other one was the Devil Summoner game. Raito Remastered. The combat in both of those games I liked more than the combat in this game. This game's a better game than both of those games. I had more fun with this game. I liked the characters and the story more in this game. But I liked the combat better in both of those games. Doesn't mean it's correct. I 100% agree. But when you've been using the same combat system for 20 years or however long the Tales has been out, it's time to change. It's time to upgrade. And that's my spiel. I've been wanting to talk about the combat and the fact that the lords don't give you anything and the elemental system is not fleshed out for a long time. But I just figured we'd get through it. I didn't really talk negative during most of the game. Again, I had a good time. I had a better time than I thought I would, considering I've given this game a shot 3 or 2 other times besides this. Plus, I did the demo, so if you include me, I usually finish demos, and I stopped on this demo. So I've given this game a lot of shots, and I genuinely enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing with you guys. I enjoyed the comments on my videos. I always enjoy the comments and seeing what you guys think as well as I'm playing through it. And yeah, I do fully intend to go into the post-game. And I think this is the first time I'm announcing it. I do fully intend at this point to play through... Oh, look, they did get married. I do fully intend to play through the DLC. I've seen good and bad things on it. I'm just curious if it'll be any good, and I'm curious where the story goes. Because again, I really like the story, and I like the characters, so the combat will probably be the exact same in the expansion, the DLC. But at the very least, the story will be brand new, so that'll be a good little bring back into the game. And look at that. They're married. I knew they got married because I knew the DLC had to do with them being married. And there we go. You finished the game. The game will now save your cleared data. Loading this file will unlock a new quest where brand new adventures and encounters await. The clear data save point is right before the final battle. You also have unlocked New Game Plus mode on the title screen. New Game Plus lets you carry over your clear data into a new game. Let's go ahead and save our post-game data. We'll just throw it right here. There we go. Level 62. Nope. Don't want to get copyright struck again. And with that, guys, that was the main story of Tales of Arise. Like I said, I do plan on having a post-game video, at least one. It'll honestly be 2. I do know the post-game, while not insanely massive, does essentially give you a dungeon or a region as big as some of the other regions. Multiple maps, tons of new enemies, and bosses that scale up to level 99. So I do want to cover all of that, so we'll start doing that in our post-game episode. I will see you guys then.